Did you know that one of the most crucial leadership skills for change managers is often overlooked? The art of truly listening. Whether you're a change manager, a leader, or a change champion, truly listening to your stakeholders will help you to uncover their questions and concerns, build relationships, and most importantly, engage them and co-create the future with them. In this video, I'm going to share 2 models that help me improve my listening when I go through transitions and plan my change management initiatives. Let's get into it. First, I'm going to talk about Otto Scharmer's 4 levels of listening. Otto Scharmer is an MIT professor, and he's also the author of a fantastic book about social change called Theorie-U. His 4 levels of listening go from downloading over factual listening to empathic listening to generative listening. I'm going to share some tips with you how you can make each of these levels count. First of all, downloading is kind of like listening to what you want to hear. And there's actually where the biggest problem lies with downloading. We are not really challenging our assumptions. So if that's happening to you, I really want you to recognize it, challenge your assumptions, and try and open your mind a little bit more. If you're listening for facts and you're on the factual listening level, fantastic. What you're trying to do right now is to get all the facts. You're trying to expand everything that you know. So you're not just listening for what you know already, you're also listening for facts that might contradict what you already know. The thing here is you're aiming for completeness, the whole story. And what really helps me with factual listening is taking written notes. That brings me to empathic listening. And this is something that we really need to tap into when we are doing transitional work and transformative work with our stakeholders. Because empathic listening allows us to see the world through their eyes, walk the walk in their shoes, and really read between the lines. This is where we understand their feelings and their motives and their concerns around the situation, not just what's being said. So what I like to do when I'm trying to do better empathic listening is to acknowledge the feelings and the perspectives, even if they seem foreign to me. And it just builds trust and builds a better relationship to my stakeholders. Now, the golden goose, generative listening, that's really the level we want to get to when we are doing transformative work, when we're doing change management, and we're trying to drive and lead a transition. Because generative listening allows us to bring everyone on the table and then co-create the future together. This is where we're going to actually unearth something that none of us knew from the start without the other people. This is where we use brainstorming, ideation, and we want to create a safe environment where people can bring their ideas to work without any judgment. If you liked the video so far, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's look at the 4 ears or 4-side model from Friedemann from Schulz, also often called the communication square. I've come across this model when I was in Germany, and I've loved to use it for effective communication, change management, and whenever I create my communications plan and artifacts. Now, the 4 sides model really says that whenever we send a message from a sender to a receiver, it's a neatly wrapped parcel with 4 sides to it. We've got a factual side and a social relationship side on the other side. And then between me, the sender, and the receiver, we have a self-disclosure and also an appeal or a want and wish layer. Now, what we want to aim for is a balanced message. We don't want to have it really heavy on the appeal side or really heavy on the self-disclosure side without having enough facts and having enough information about the social relationship as well. So here are my couple of tips that you can use for each side to get a little bit more balance and structure your message more complete. For the factual side of your message, really make sure you include questions and you have a dialogue. This allows you to avoid misconceptions or miscommunication, and it really verifies that the sent and received message align. On the social relationship layer, be very, very mindful of the invisible relationship lines that run in an organization. There's so much more than the formal company. There's all these invisible relationship layers, and we want to make sure that we honor and respect them as well. Self-disclosure works best if you aim for an open, honest, and authentic dialogue. This is really where you need to create an environment where people feel safe to share themselves. And the best way to do that, I find, is leading with humility and vulnerability as well. On the wish and want or appeal side, now this is really important that you have aligned values, an aligned vision and an aligned goal. When that happens, this side flows more easily. The tip here is to not make it vague in order to cast a wide net and get everyone aligned and then later find out that there was different interpretations for it. The visions, goals and your values should be explicitly, clearly explained so that people know what they buy into as well. There you have it, two really handy and very well proven and researched models that help me with my change management and leadership. And I hope that you actually can see where you have some work to do and where you're already really good. I hope you give the video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.